Guys, I am a bit conflicted. I don't know how I feel about this guy and just the overall new Devastator as a whole. I mean, I'm happy that we have a new Devastator from Hasbro. I'm not happy that it just seems to be a micronized size of the Combiner Wars one with kind of like improved engineering. I mean, they're kind of similar. They transform similarly. Well, I mean, obviously it's Scrapper and it's been a long time, so he definitely has a lot of new juice and engineering involved, but this dude is 35 bucks before tax, right? After tax, he's like 38, almost 40. This thing over here, which is a KO micronized version of Devastator, is $30 total. And he's not that much bigger than that leg over there. So I'm just asking myself, with all the different options that we have now in terms of Devastators from like third party, first party, the older stuff, like, dude, is it even worth like getting a new Devastator? And also, are we going to be hit with the tariffs? Is there going to be tariff stater? I'm not trying to make a political statement, but you know what's going on in the US, or maybe you don't. But are we going to have to pay increased prices now? Because if you think about it, Homie over here is 35, right? Bone Crusher is 25. Add those together, you get about, what is that, 70, right? Roughly. And let's multiply that by 3, 210, right? And add tax, maybe 240. Mecha Invasion's Devastator is 270. Is that going to be hit by tariffs too? Is that going to be high? I don't know. Again, not trying to make it about tariffs. So I'm just wondering about cost and whether these things are going to be worth it or not. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, he does come with them cool. Comes with them cool. Comes with some cool accessories that are very reminiscent of the Combiner Wars Devastator, and yeah, a couple of new portholes and things like that, and that's all fine and dandy, Randy. But I don't know, man. Is it worth it? I don't know. Something to think about. Something to think about, But anyway, let me just kind of dive into these guys. Homies, I appreciate y'all being here for the intro of the video. I will talk to y'all later. Yep, we're still on for Tuesday, and we are still on for Friday. You know what, really quick before I move Big Man off the screen. Yo, if I take this blaster and I compare it, dude, they're exactly the same size, you know that? So it makes me wonder, is a Devastator going to be the same size? Then why would I get the new one, dude? Why would I get the new one? Is it going to be that much better? It's literally the exact same size. Huh. Something to think about. But anyway. So here we have a Scrapper, and his arms appear to be a little long, huh? Like, I feel like if it was about that height, it would probably be a little bit more appropriate. But yeah, he kind of got some like long arms, like he's wearing like a sweater where you stretched out the arms. And he's cool, man. Plastic's fine, and the new engineering is great, and he's nice and all. But again, just in the back of my mind, I just kind of, it's hard for me to kind of like shake that feeling of like, do I keep investing in these guys? Should I get the rest of them? I don't know. I mean, this is really nice. They improved the shovel bit over here, so that it has a better point of friction, because previously there was just this like small little soft nub that kind of held this in place, and I always thought that was a pretty bad design. But they've certainly improved upon that, and so yeah, lots of new stuff. But also considering Combiner Wars was like a million years ago, right? So they better have improved these things. But it's nice knuckle joints over here, and the way it does transform obviously is very Scrapper-esque, but there's definitely new engineering on this thing. So yeah, kudos to them for doing all of that. But I don't know. I kind of wish they had really just re-engineered this thing, like instead of making it a revised Combiner Wars micro version. Just my 2 cents, but I get it, costs, and I don't know, man. I get it and I don't. Like with the new coat of paint that everything's been receiving under the War from Cybertron line. You know what? Maybe I don't need to flip this. With the new coat of paint that everything's been receiving since War for Cybertron, I just assumed that Devastator was going to get the treatment as well. Like, I knew he was eventually going to be tackled. But yeah, so I'm a little disappointed. Little disappointed. And I'm getting difficulty tapping there. There we go. And yeah, I'm just kind of talking with y'all because I'm sure you guys have seen multiple videos about this. Or if not, and this is the first time you're seeing it, well, thanks for watching my channel and seeing this for the first time. Appreciate that. There's a lot more areas where he secures and snaps into place, and that all feels like wonderful. That all feels great. And I think it's like this, right? He mostly he has clearance and stuff. I do like the way the head hides versus just like sliding in, pushing it down. Oh, there we go. Now he should roll like a champ. Yeah. Rolls like a champ. Even on my uneven surface. So that's cool. And, in the instructions, they don't show you how to turn him into the leg. And so I'm going to endeavor to do it now. I might get some things wrong. Maybe it's been revealed already, but I don't know, man. I don't pay attention to a lot of that stuff. And my guess is that this is just going to turn around, and there is a tabbing mechanism over there, and this does sit flush with this. And so my guess is the arms are correct. Very similar to all the other scrappers that have come before us. This, I think, does spin around. And I think, like, based on those grooves that you see over there, I do believe that this kind of, the teeth sit in there, and I think it's like that. The legs, this is where I don't know how this works. I can see that there's these two hollow areas over here, so maybe this just kind of, sandwiches them. Maybe they connect by this, or is it a la Combiner Wars where this lifts up, and not only do they connect in there, but they connect by a 5mm? I don't know. I really don't know. But looking at this, you know what? It'd be kind of cool if we can kind of like fan mode this and use these 5mm as a base to plug in some other robot and stuff. Makes me almost want to get another leg, but not really. Not really, especially with all that I just kind of said right now. And so, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Economy's not in a great place. Everybody's kind of using their money a little bit more wisely. We're making smarter choices with regard to our cash. And I don't know, man. I don't know if this guy's going to be the unfortunate victim in the Devastator Wars. We have MMC, we have Mecha Invasion, we have Studio 01, Studio Cell. The guys who did Unicron and Primus. There's the Dreamstar group. There's a core class Devastator coming out. There's just so much devastation in the market. And do we have room for all of them? Do we have money for all of them? I don't know. I really don't know. It is an interesting time, and I'm trying to figure out how does this work. Oh, okay. And don't get me wrong, in a vacuum just by itself, if none of the other guys were on the market, I would still have the critique about this being just kind of like a revised version of the Combiner Wars one, but still, it looks very nice. And again, I do appreciate the new engineering. I like the weapon storage, and I like all of that, but again, just it's in my mind. In the real world, I do have to compare him. I do have to compare him with context and everything else that's going on. Like, dude, is he the unfortunate victim of the sign of the times? I don't know. What are you guys going to do about your Devastator? Are you guys keeping your Combiner Wars one? Or are you guys going to go with this one that's out in the market? Like I said, this is El Chibosaurus, and there's a lot of problems with him too. The plastic is not that great, but at the same time, he's $30, dude. And like, dude, he's just Combiner Wars Devastator, but just, and it's gonna be not that dissimilar from the Age of the Primes one. And I'm not trying to dissuade you from buying him or anything like that, but again, we're trying to make informed choices these days. So I am very curious, if you are going to invest in a Devastator, which one are you going to get? Which one are you going to get? Yeah, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from y'all and kind of have this type of discourse, huh? Talk to y'all another time. Adios, broskies. Bye.